What's up, guys? We're back. This is the 9th episode?
I think so.
All right. Hey, you're probably like, who's this dude? That's not your dad. As far as you know. As far as I know.
Yeah. Well, my name's Christian.
Yeah,
I'm Christian Bell. I'm behind the camera, so that's me.
But today you're not.
Today I'm not. No one's behind the camera.
So, except the snowman.
Yes.
There's a snowman holding my camera. I wish you could see it. It's quite
Elastic.
distracting. But no, we're super excited to be back. I know it's been a couple months. I know you've probably been staring at your computer screen just refreshing until a new episode came.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. No, but we're so excited to be back with you guys. We know it's been a while, and my dad and I do want to bring you some more content, so that'll be coming in the near future, so be looking for that. But wanted to introduce you guys to Christian here. He's always behind the camera, films for us, and does a phenomenal job. But he touched my leg. He does a great job, but he's also very wise and is a great Christian man and holds a lot of wisdom himself. And so wanted to talk today about social media and the impact that we can make on our generation through social media, but also the impact social media can have on us, which a lot of times can be negative. Mm-hmm. So what's your 100%. Thoughts on it?
100%. I definitely think the way society has changed over the past, even since 2007, with like the emergence of like the iPhone and everything, and that was, what, 15 years ago? Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy to think how fast everything has changed.
You look at thousands of years of history, and then in 15 years we've had all of this.
Yeah.
And it comes with a lot of good things, and it comes with a lot of bad things.
That's right.
With the access of technology makes people a lot more knowledgeable, but it also decreases the excuse of, like, what is the word I'm looking for?
Come on, you can do it.
I know, it's almost there. It's almost there.
It's on the tip of my
ignorance.
Tongue. Ignorance decreases the ignorance?
It decreases the excuse for ignorance.
Excuse for ignorance.
Yeah, so like, there's no reason that people shouldn't know things.
Right.
Unless if it's just like extreme, like, just out of this world topics. But like, I mean, just like regular everyday stuff. Yeah. Like, the internet has changed everything. Yeah. Because like, if you didn't know something, you just didn't know it.
Right.
But now, I mean, you one Google search, you just know how to fix your car.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. And so like, with that kind of access, I mean, you can now speak to people across the world in a second. Yeah. Which just blows my mind.
And that's crazy to think about when you think about, not to get on a deep level. We're not taking this to what I'm about to say, but when you think about Jesus coming back, the Bible talks about how, I believe everybody will have heard the gospel.
Everybody will see him.
Yeah, and so also everybody will see him. Mm-hmm. And so, technology and where it's at
allows that.
Allows that. Yeah. And so, hey, eye opener. A little bit of a
it never made sense before. Yeah. Now it will.
Yeah, because you're like, how can everybody see one person in the sky? Yeah. And it's like, you ever heard of a live? Yeah. So, or a news channel, breaking news. So, that's one of the ways technology is, the way it's increasing so fastly, is kind of needs to be an eye opener. Mm-hmm. And one of the other ways it needs to open our eyes is how we have at the tip of our fingers. What am I trying to say? The tip of our fingers.
Are you Italian? I don't know where you're going with
this. It's spaghetti. Spaghetti. No, but what I'm trying to say is it is so easy to share Jesus with people. And I think a lot of times we take that for granted. I know I do. God has given me a platform, I like to think of it, a way to share him with other people. And a lot of times I take that for granted, get caught up in daily life that sometimes I'm not using the platform he's given me. Yeah. And even if you have 1,000 followers, 500 followers, 50 followers, however many followers you have, because of what social media is and the way it spreads, you can talk about Jesus and reach, thousands of people. Yeah.
If not just one.
Yeah, if not just one.
Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah.
You'll at least reach one person.
Even if it's your mom. One person will see it.
Grandma, Mom, shut up, Grandma. So what we want to talk about today, I know we keep messing around, but let's get on topic, okay?
Let's do it. Let's
All
lock
right.
in. Let's lock in.
Yeah, let's lock in. Zone in. Here we go. All right. He said a quote to me earlier that was powerful, and what was it?
We need to make sure that what we take in socially doesn't affect us spiritually.
Mm.
We'll say it again,
Yeah,
if I can read it again. We need to make sure what we take in socially doesn't affect us spiritually.
Cool him off.
So basically what I'm saying is that whatever you take in should be affirming and growing your spiritual life, right? And that's through media, especially. The movies you watch, the TV shows you watch, the music you listen to, everything.
Yeah.
With the accessibility of the internet, everything is at your fingertips.
Right.
That could be websites, that could be anything. So it's very important to make sure that what you're taking in is affirming and growing your spiritual life.
That's good. I think a lot of times I find myself just scrolling and scrolling. And if I'm honest, I find myself, stopping on videos that's like just pointless for my eyes to be seeing. And there's a verse in the Bible and it talks about, what's the verse that I'm thinking of? Something about, if your eye causes you to
Gouge
sin
it out.
or something, gouge
Yeah.
it out. And it's like,
Your hand causes you to sin, cut it off.
yeah, and obviously I'm not about to gouge my eye out.
It's metaphoric.
Don't gouge your eye. But social media can be something where if it's something that you constantly find yourself pulling you further from Jesus, maybe you need to get off of it for a little bit and kind of get your mindset back right and come back to where you can use it for your good, but also ultimately for God's glory.
I know a person that uses a flip phone just so he doesn't have internet on his phone.
Gouge it out.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I respect that. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Man, some of the most disciplined people I've ever met, they're on social media and they use it for God's glory, but they put their phone down at like 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. they're not going to be on their phone.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the ways. Not telling you guys to do that because that's extremely disciplined. But I think one of the ways we lose sleep and we get affected negatively spiritually is we find ourselves just like at 1 a.m. just scrolling on TikTok or scrolling through Instagram. And what happens is when you're tired, you're more
Susceptible.
susceptible. Susceptible.
Yes. Hello?
1 minute break. What we're taking in socially doesn't need to affect us spiritually. Instead, our spiritual life needs to affect those around us socially. Through social media, we need to use it for God's glory. And, that's a very hard thing to do in our generation. I find myself getting on social media all the time. And, honestly, I see so many people in relationships getting engaged, so many people my age, and I'm like, you know what, God,
What's going on, man? I've been out here tongue hanging, thirsty for years, man. It's time.
God, I've been serving you. I trust you, but hey, come on now.
It's my
But
bedtime.
no, I'm using that as an example for how social media can affect us spiritually. And I think a lot of times we get on social media and it distracts us from what our main purpose as followers of Jesus is, which is to go and spread the gospel, to go make disciples. And so
and going off of that point, I don't even know how many times you look at social media and you look at what everybody else is doing, and man, you're just like, man, I'm missing out.
Yeah.
I'm not living my life.
Yeah.
Because I'll look at people, if you don't know, I'm into film, I'm into cameras, I want to make movies. That's my end goal.
Yeah.
And I'll look at people that are already doing that already put in 20 years of work. And so, I mean, they've earned it. You know what I mean? And I'll look at them now and where I'm at, and I'm like, man, I want to be doing that.
Yeah.
And they're traveling the world, they're doing all this stuff, and it's you can't compare 20 years of work with
Right.
you just starting a couple
Right.
years ago.
Right.
And so
Comparison is such a big way that we
it'll
get
kill you.
impacted negatively through
Yeah.
social media. Another thing is that it is very easy to access, porn and things like that, and that is a very negative influence in your life. And so, social media, man, it holds so much weight in our lives, and we have to make sure that we are using it in the right ways. It's like, there's so many things in life where it can impact us in the wrong ways, or we can use it how it's intended, and allow us through God strengthen us to impact other people through it.
100%.
And so it's like the question at the end of the day is, how is social media impacting you, or how are you using social media to impact others?
But yeah, no, I definitely agree. And I think, if we're not careful, we can be just like everyone else.
Yeah.
And you just sit and you just scroll for hours and hours and hours. Like, you use that time for something else.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I mean, there are moments where you can do that and, like, you get enjoyment, you get momentary happiness of, like, hey, this is funny, like, whatever. But, like, if you find yourself just scrolling just all night just because, like, go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get good rest. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something with your life.
I have so many people that they reach out to me and they're like, hey, just want to say your videos mean so much to me, or you've made such an impact on my life through your videos, or so and so. And this isn't me bragging, all glory to God. But at the end of the day, I don't do anything that you can't do. Like, literally, I just talk about my faith.
Yeah.
I just share how God's speaking to me. And so, and that's one thing I always say. It's like I'm literally not doing anything that is spectacular.
Yeah.
Like I just speak what God puts on my heart to speak, and He uses it in ways that I can't imagine, in ways that I don't even see sometimes. And so I just want that to speak to you. Like, I'm not doing anything that you can't do.
Yeah.
Like, through social media, our main goal, purpose, as followers of Jesus, is to make Jesus known. And so, and we have the easiest way ever. Can you imagine if Paul lived in our generation?
Did everybody be saved?
Jesus would have already come back.
Yes.
Because everybody be saved.
Yeah.
No, but that man, oh my gosh, he would have used social media for God's glory in ways that I can't even imagine.
Like, you don't even have to walk to, like, different countries to minister to people. You just pull up your phone.
Dude, I go live and I have people, they're like, what's up from South Africa?
Yeah.
Hey from Canada. Hey from,
Yeah.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
However you say that.
Yeah. I had a podcast and we had, like, people from, like, Japan and, like, Singapore, and I'm like, I don't even know where, like, some of these places are.
It's insane. It's literally insane. We want you to know that your social media pages need to be used for God's glory. We need to start using social media to impact those around us instead of allowing social media to impact us in a negative way. And I know that is so hard to do. But 3 practical tips to start using social media for God's glory and stop allowing social media to impact us in a negative way spiritually. Well, first way, let's see. Stop aimlessly scrolling each night. Give yourself like a time limit. Say, I think an hour is a very long time. At the same time, somebody's like, oh my gosh, only an hour?
Yeah.
I think an hour to scroll through TikTok or Instagram, or check your Snapchat if you have Snapchat, whatever it is a good amount of time. And then after that hour, after that timer goes off, put your phone down and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I think after an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it's like, who am I? Where am I?
And it goes by quick.
Yeah.
It goes by quick. If you're not paying attention, you'll be scrolling.
3
and you'll just instantly look at your phone, and it's like 2 hours later, and you're like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Right. And I'm going to be honest, I did that the other night. And I had work the next morning. I was like, oh my gosh, it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. And so, first point, stop aimlessly scrolling. Set yourself a timer, whether that's 30 minutes, an hour. If you're just now starting and you're somebody who literally scrolls all night, set a 2-hour timer. Whatever it is, just set a timer. And
some kind of goal.
yeah, some kind
Any
of goal.
kind of goal that you reach is a good goal.
Right. And small disciplines done daily lead to big results over time.
Yes.
And so don't start out with like 5 minutes.
Never again will I open Instagram. It's like,
I'm deleting it all. I'm done. I'm ghosting everyone.
yes.
Yeah, so set a goal, set a timer, and stop aimlessly scrolling
Mm-hmm.
throughout the night. Second way,
Just take a break.
take a break.
Yeah. Just fast it.
Yeah,
Just
Oh,
take
oh.
a week off.
right. And so Pastor Chris says something at Church of the Highlands. He says something about, like fasting and getting away, something about retreat daily. I'm not saying it right, but there needs to be something done daily, there needs to be something done weekly, and there needs to be something done yearly. And so, like, imagine if every single week, Sunday, for example, doesn't have to be Sunday, but you're like not on social media one day a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a simple weekly fast where you're just filling your life with Jesus, and the other 6 days a week, yeah, you're on social media, but that one day a week, you're like, God, this is your day. I'm not going to allow social media to have any say in what I'm thinking, in the things I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And so, like, fast from it. Or what he was saying, for a week. That's a good fast too.
Yeah. I mean, just anything, stepping away from anything that you do
Yeah.
can be good for you.
Right.
I mean, not prolonged,
Yeah.
because you don't need to just quit everything.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like, especially like, if you work every single day,
Mhm.
you're going to get burnt out.
Right.
And that could look like you could be burnt out even by ingesting more.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, for example, like when someone is overweight, right, and they eat a lot to justify their feelings,
Hmm.
what'll end up happening is they don't stop eating, they eat more, right? And so
Right.
that can happen too with social media and things like that, when you don't even stop the urges, you just continue.
Yeah.
And you just dive deeper into the hole that you're
Yeah.
digging yourself. And so you need to make that conscious choice of, I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
And taking that break can be huge for your
Huge.
life.
Huge.
It can be huge for your life. Go outside.
Yeah.
And I've been inside a lot lately. For one, it's 108,000 degrees outside.
So hot.
But it's also because a lot of my work is also online and stuff, and so I'm just always on my computer and doing things, editing and so on, and so going outside is great,
Hmm.
and you forget how great it is until you do it again.
Right. Dude, I go wash my car sometimes once a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes once a week. Usually it's once a week. Go outside, wash my car, and like just play some music, wash my car, like 30 minutes, and I'm like, that was fun.
Yeah,
And just like any activity outside takes your mind off
Mhm.
of, aimlessly scrolling.
yeah, yeah.
So do something with your life.
Yeah, I would say another practical tip too would be maximize your time with God.
Yeah.
Take your phone away. Don't do it on your phone if you can.
Yeah.
Get a good old paper and just flip through, read some stuff. But yeah, read your Bible. Take that time with God away from your phone.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have your phone out when you're reading. I mean,
Mhm.
unless you're looking up stuff, I guess, for it, but that's different.
Yeah. Like putting a message together. or
Yeah,
something like
I always find that like whenever I'm reading and I have my phone next to me, or if I'm reading on my phone,
that. Yeah.
I always get just blown up with people. There's so many different messages I
Yeah.
get, and it's like stuff that I'm interested in too, of course. And so it's like,
Put it on airplane mode.
yeah, or just turn it off, or just leave it somewhere.
Just throw it out the window.
Yeah, that works too. We don't recommend that, because if somebody does that, we didn't say that.
No, so we want you to know 3 practical tips. What were they? First one, stop aimlessly scrolling.
Mhm.
Set a timer, whatever that timer is, whatever you feel comfortable setting that timer at. I need to do this myself. Holy
Yeah.
cow, I need to do this
I do
myself.
too.
Or set it like at 12 a.m. I'm getting off my phone.
Yeah, they've even got stuff in your settings. You can just put timers on apps.
Yeah, but you can also like take the timer off.
You can, but that's a self-discipline.
Right. so stop aimlessly scrolling. And then the second one was take a break,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's like a weekly break or 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Take some kind of break, implement some type of break from social media to where you're filling your mind with God's word, and that goes into the third one that you said, and that's maximize your time with God. Stop allowing social media to be your time with God. Social media is not your time with God. Open your paper Bible, like he was talking about. Read through that. Read the red letters, and allow your time with God to be filled with Him and Him alone, and nothing to do with social media. Not another pastor. Not Bible verses on a screen on Instagram like that. I encourage you to make your time with God be your own Bible. Highlight the verses that speak to you and you alone, and watch God speak to you in ways that you didn't know He could.
Yeah, 100%. This right here, this does not save you. Okay, well actually that does. That's Jesus.
Hey!
But this phone
This
does not save you. When you get to heaven, this isn't going to be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be you and Jesus. From what I've heard from myself.
You know what? That's actually crazy to think about. It's gonna be you and Jesus.
It's going to be you, Jesus, and hopefully a lot of people.
And are you okay with that?
Yeah. I heard this quote, and I'll just say this. And
I think I know what you're
we can
about
close
to
it
say.
out. I don't know if you do.
I think I know what
I heard it at a conference, and I don't remember who said it, but it was people want to spend eternity with God, but they won't spend 5 minutes with Him right now.
Oh.
It's nasty, bro.
Go spend 5 minutes with God right now.
Yes.
And, stop allowing what you take in socially to affect you spiritually, but start allowing what you take in spiritually to affect those around you socially. Thanks for watching, guys. This was a simple episode. It was a lot longer than we wanted it to be. It was so much fun, so many distractions, but hey, nonetheless, we finished it. And
hopefully you got something out of that.
Yeah, hopefully we got our point across. But yeah, hey guys, we're starting back. I know it's been a couple months, but we'll be bringing you some videos. Be on the lookout. Super excited for what's to come.
Got a lot of cool things.
Yes, sir.
Not all sit down stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of moving around doing stuff.
Hey, let's go.
It's gonna be fun.
Let's get it. Thanks, guys. Love y'all. We'll be back.
See ya.